We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 20. Come on, 26. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 33.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check it backer. Check it backer. Check 24. Check 24. Switch. Switch it. Hey. Back. Pick the edge.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Complete. It's Johnson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they move.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Quan Alexander racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now Prescott on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Set, 10 Lobo. 54.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Here we go. 8, read. Come, baby. Bravo.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Yeah.
They'll set up to throw. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Pollard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
27.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge.
And this is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the 2nd quarter.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Nick Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line in.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming. Go. Ready.
2nd and 5. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Time to go. Night. Hey, Zoo. 55, Mike, 55. It's a party now. Mike 55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Mike 54.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All day.
Here's Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Watch the slant. Check. Look. Here we go, 47. Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No.
He's got a man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Go! Go! 54, come on, 54.
Second and 6. And his throw here is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Elliott takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go, 59. I'm scared. Here we go, 46. 26. Here we go, 46. We didn't want this. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Sliding. Check right, 54. 26. All day, punt. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
70, Indy. Mike, hey, let's go. Right there in the middle, 55.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 yards, 1st down, Niners.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 54.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try with McKinnon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Stay with your man. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go, 47. Yo.
Right there. 54, right there.
Prescott from the gun. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check back.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
We got this. At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Prescott to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 59, Mike.
Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check, 59. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Go to 54, go to 54.
Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Single. Hey, kill. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
let's go, baby.
Yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Ready, break.
Mike 5-4. Get ready.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.